Okay, so now we're going to do some specific exercises for people who've got too much lumbar curve or lordosis. There's a few different things we need to do. Number one is the reset routine, the spinal reset routine. That's more of a global exercise that helps with the position of the neck, okay? Because the neck actually controls the alignment of the low back. So if this is not right, then the low back is always going to be a problem, right? So make sure you do the reset routine as well. And these exercises specifically to help work this lower area. So the first thing you want to do is stretch out the tight muscles, which are the hamstrings and the psoas muscle here. So easiest way to do the hamstring stretch, standing, just keep the leg that you want to stretch straight. The other leg goes in front, bent over and crosses over to help with the balance. And here you want to maintain good straight spine posture. You want to hinge from your hip. Okay, the whole time keeping your low back straight. You should feel a stretch just in the hamstrings and down the leg. So when you feel a stretch, you can start breathing into it and breathe out. And again, don't bend from the back so much, but keep this straight and bend from the hip. Okay, so you've done that 30 seconds. Go to the other side, cross the leg over, keep the back leg straight. Make sure your back is straight, hinge from the hip. Go down, again breathing out. As you breathe out, you can go deeper into the stretch. Okay, so do 30 seconds on the other side. Now we want to stretch the psoas muscle, which is more in this position. Important, when you've got too much lordotic curve, you have a tendency to really over bend the back, okay? So make sure you tuck your hip in underneath so it's not so curved. And keep it fixed, keep your back fixed. The stretch comes from the hip. So we're going to put your hand on the back of your hip and we're going to move forward as we stretch, all the while keeping your back straight. And if you find you're getting too much curve or it's hurting your low back, then what you'll need to do is bring your arm up like this, and we're going to lengthen the side at the same time. Okay, you should feel a deeper stretch into the psoas there. All right, so do 30 seconds again. Do the other side, keep your back straight, tuck the hips under a little, hand on the back of the hip, stretch forward, okay? Again, if you're finding that getting too much of a curve, bring your arm up over the top and go deeper in that way, okay? The last thing we need to do is strengthen the abdominal muscles because they're often weak, and the easiest way to do that is with the plank. So we can start out laying down onto your elbows. There's two levels to it. You can go from your knees, which is easier. If you find that's easy enough, then you can go to your feet, okay? The idea is you don't want to collapse. You don't want to collapse into the arms. You want to keep this strong and pushing down into the ground, and at the same time squeezing the glutes, making sure everything's switched on strong, okay? You should be able to get to 1 minute doing a plank when you're strong, okay? If you can't, do what you can, 10, 15 seconds, and to do various repetitions of this just to build up the strength slowly. Just make sure that your back is not hurting, okay?